Hello everybody, welcome to the Grand Hakim channel. This is your match reaction for the PSG and Bayern Munich quarterfinal game of the FIFA Club World Cup. On paper, this was going to be the game in the tournament, and boy oh boy, did it live up to the hype. Oh my goodness me. Let's talk about it. I got all my notes here. Probably can't read it. It barely fit, by the way. All my notes barely fit. I'm probably going to have to get a bigger whiteboard at some point. But I wrote down in the first minute the crowd. This game was played in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The crowd was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Atmosphere was amazing. I'd say it was about 60-40 Bayern from what I saw in the audience. Someone who went to the game can let me know. It looked like a pro Bayern crowd for the most part, which is awesome. Love to see it. Third minute, Doué got a shot that went wide left of Manuel Neuer. 6th minute, Elise got a shot. First shot of the night for Bayern Munich. Easy save for Donnarumma. 8th minute, Konrad Lima drove on the right side. His shot went wide. 13th minute, first corner. 15 minutes, I wrote down the high press is causing problems for PSG. Yeah, the first 15 minutes of the game, I was very impressed with Bayern because I was coming into this game expecting PSG to be controlling the game for the most part. But what ended up happening, it was basically Bayern were pressing so high and basically PSG were sitting back. They just couldn't break out of their own end. So it was all Bayern. I'd say, I won't say all Bayern, but it was mostly Bayern for the first 15 minutes. Then 19th minute, kind of the first look, good look for PSG, a dangerous look. It was like a cross pass. It goes out for a goal kick. 21st minute, the ball fell right to Ruiz. Skies it over the bar. 27th minute, Elise gets a shot. So in the 29th minute, Doué goes down in the box. Everybody's shouting for a penalty. Anthony Taylor gives the wag of the finger. He's having none of it. 32nd minute, Kvaratskhelia. How do you say his name, everyone? Kvaratskhelia? I think that's how you say it. Kvaratskhelia. He drove down the left side, put a shot on Neuer. Easy save for Manuel Neuer. 33rd minute, this is when the injuries start to happen for Bayern Munich. Stanchit, he went down earlier in the game, goes down again in the 33rd minute, signals to Vincent Kompany that, hey, I gotta get subbed out. He does, so Bowie's gonna come in. 39th minute, Coman cross to Kane in the box, it's headed wide. It was a good look here, and at this point of the first half, Bayern Munich were just coming in waves at PSG. Like, it was at this point where PSG were like, let's just get to halftime 0-0 and we can regroup. Like, I was expecting Bayern to get a goal here late. And 40th minute, Bowie shot wide. I wrote that down, PSG hanging on at that point. 41st minute, cross. It was like a cross shot. Like, it was a cross meant for Musiala in the box. Musiala tried to deflect it, but didn't. But Donnarumma, as the goalie, kind of had to play the deflection, so he stayed put. And then the ball went to the left of Donnarumma, and he had to make a big fingertip save on it. So it was a bit of a dangerous play there. 45th minute, 3 minutes added on by Anthony Taylor. On the first minute of stoppage time, Upamecano scores off a free kick, but he's ruled offsides. He was about, 3 feet offsides there. And then in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, devastating, absolutely devastating injury to Jamal Musiala. So the ball was like in the left of the box, and it was basically Musiala and Donnarumma were racing to get there. Musiala gets in front of Donnarumma as he's diving, so Donnarumma dove into his ankle, and when he was lying down, Musiala's ankle, I think it was his right ankle, it was literally bent the other way, so his ankle snapped. So prayers to Jamal Musiala. It looked really serious. Hopefully he's not going to be out for too long, but my suspicion is that might be a I don't know how long ankle injuries take. If you're a doctor, comment down below. But I think he's going to be out for the foreseeable future for Bayern, which is really unfortunate, especially with Bundesliga starting in August, which is only a month away now. Devastating injury, and especially in this game, Musiala was just all over the pitch, causing chaos for PSG. So very nasty injury. At that point, Anthony Taylor just blew the whistle. First half ended 0-0. I wrote down PSG lucky to be 0-0. I thought Bayern did enough at this point to get a goal. PSG, I think they had, a couple dangerous looks. Other than that, they didn't do anything. It was all Bayern Munich. But that's the thing, though. If you're a team and you control the game and you don't capitalize on your chances, you let the other team come back, essentially. And that's kind of what happened. So yeah, the sub comes right at the start of the second half. Serge Gnabry is going to come on. Jamal Musiala is off. 46th minute, bit of a half chance for Bayern, kind of continuing where they left off in the first half. 49th minute, off a long ball from Donnarumma, Barcola was 1v1 with Manuel Neuer. It was crazy. It was literally a ball long over the top. It was a pass in the midfield, right to Barcola, 1v1 Manuel Neuer. Huge save by Neuer. Excellent save. And it was kind of a bit of a warning shot from PSG, like, hey, we're still hanging here. We're still around. We're still going to be dangerous. So look out, Bayern. Was kind of a bit of a warning sign there. 53rd minute, Kane in the midfield sets up Kingsley Coman, easy save for Donnarumma. 61st minute, Elise shot right at Donnarumma. 65th minute, Gnabry to Elise, shot over the bar. 68th minute, Conrad Lama gets a yellow card, so he's suspended for the next game if Bayern were to make it to the semis. But yeah, that after the 1v1 chance, Bayern kind of righted the ship for the next 10 minutes. They continued where they left off in the first half, creating chances, putting crosses into the box, asking questions of the PSG back line. And it was, at this point, I felt confident as a Bayern fan. I felt really confident. Like, okay, I think we'll nick a goal here at some point in the next 20 minutes. I wasn't too worried about it. And then 70th minute, this is when subs start happening for PSG. So Barcola is going to come off. Dembele is going to come in. He's going to play a big role in this game. And then in the 74th minute, Manuel Neuer with an uncharacteristically horrible giveaway. And then Dembele, who literally had an open net. He was kind of slipping a little bit when he shot it. Just kisses the left post and it goes wide. Like, I was for sure like, oh, we're down 1-0. We're going to be down 1-0. But no, he missed it. So thank the heavens for that. I couldn't believe that. There was a point, though, before the 74th minute, maybe about 5 minutes earlier, where Manuel Neuer was a bit risque, I should say, playing out from the back, right? A little bit dangerous. So another warning shot from PSG that, hey, we're still in this. 75th minute, Kimmich had a shot that went wide. 76th minute, I have no idea what happened, but Anthony Taylor went to Vincent Kompany and gave him a yellow card. I don't know what that was about. And then 77th minute, Dewey gets a yellow card for PSG. And then 78th minute, the big moment, we finally have a goal. Dewey's gonna get it. Kind of cut in from the right to the left in the box and put a shot to Manuel Neuer's left. So if you're facing the goal, it would have been to the right. As Manuel Neuer was planting his right foot to go to the left and make the save, he like slipped a little bit. A lot of people were slipping, and that's something I guess we can talk about after. Lots of slippage happening at this game, and it was in. I think he would have saved it maybe had he not slipped, but he does slip and it slots right in. I thought it was deflected the way Manuel Neuer was reacting because he kind of just stood there, but on the replay he slips and it goes in. Bit of a tough break for Bayern, but I still wasn't too worried. Like I said, we controlled most of the game. So I was like, okay, let's keep this up. I'm sure we'll get a goal here late at some point. Subs start happening from Vincent Kompany and PSG as well. So Dewey's going to come out in the 80th minute for PSG. Hernandez is going to come in. For Bayern Munich, Pavlovic is out. Goretzka is in. Kingsley Coman is out. And Thomas Müller is in. Potentially his last game in a Bayern Munich uniform. He said he is not returning to Bayern next season. So very sad if this is it for Thomas Müller. Let's see if he can get an equalizer. 82nd minute. Pacho gets a red card. So now PSG down to 10 men. 83rd minute. Beraldo is on and Kvaratskhelia is off. And this is when the game got insane at this point. The game was crazy. 87th minute, Kane scores, but he was offsides, unfortunately, kind of like the Upamecano one. It was a nice shot by Harry Kane, but unfortunately, he was just offsides. That PSG back line, very smart. They're very sneaky. And then again at the 87th minute, Guerrero is on and Bowie's off. At this point, Bayern is pushing and pushing and pushing to try and find an equalizer. Again, PSG down to 10 men, so I was expecting, Bayern to get a goal at some point. Anthony Taylor adds 6 minutes on, which I think is crazy, but I love it. In the first minute of stoppage time, Hernandez gets a red card. He elbowed a Bayern player right in the chin. I don't know what Hernandez was thinking. Straight red from Anthony Taylor. So now PSG are down to 9 men. 9 men. This is like when I play FIFA and I get a bit petulant and I'm losing like 5-0. I start slide tackling everyone. 9 men, PSG. So in the 95th minute, Dembele hits the post. They come down and keep attacking with 9 men. And Dembele hits the post. And I'm like, what is going on, Bayern? Like, you're up 2 guys and you're letting PSG come down on you and almost score. And then a minute later, they eventually do score. Dembele with the goal. Hakimi with the assist. Passed it right to Dembele in the box, kind of near the penalty spot, and just smashes it past Manuel Neuer. And at that point, that kind of sealed the deal for PSG. 2-0 with about, 2 extra minutes added on because there were some delays with the red cards and whatnot. 90. This is when things got interesting. So in the 7th minute of stoppage time, Thomas Müller had a chance. He headed the ball, but a PSG defender tried to kick it. He almost kicked him in the face, Thomas Müller's face. Anthony Taylor points to the spot because Müller went down. Kane is getting set up, but then the earpiece comes in for Anthony Taylor. The Prats at VAR say, nope, go look at the monitor. Anthony Taylor looks at the monitor. And honestly, on the replay, I get it. The PSG defender didn't make contact with his face at all. But, there's a reckless challenge in the box. I'm kind of surprised that it wasn't called. I'm not a football expert, so if you are a football expert, give me your opinion. Do you think it should have been a penalty? Was it not a penalty? I can see how it's not a penalty, but it's such a reckless challenge. And if Thomas Müller's hand wasn't here, because that PSG defender kicked his hand, that's what stopped him from kicking his face. So if without his hand, he definitely would have gotten kicked in the face. So I think it was a bit harsh. I think it should have been a penalty, but again, let me know. But VAR takes it away. And then now, if you don't know, in FIFA now, the referees have to announce their decision. So Anthony Taylor, very dramatic. He went through the whole play. He basically gave a recap of the play. He's like, the PSG defender made first contact with the ball, then it headed off the Bayern Munich player's head. Therefore, there is no foul. Therefore, we have no penalty. It goes so dramatic. If you're an NHL fan, it's kind of like Wes McCauley, how he does his announcements. He's a referee in the National Hockey League, if you don't know. Very dramatic by Anthony Taylor. I'm sure that'll give him an Oscar at the referee awards in this upcoming February. And then we get to the 10th minute of stoppage time. Anthony Taylor finally blows up. 9 men, PSG see the game out against Bayern Munich. They win it 2-0. Unfortunately, it is the last game of Thomas Müller's career in a Bayern Munich uniform. So I think let's all give him a round of applause and say thank you for your service, Thomas Müller, to the club. You've been an amazing leader on and off the pitch, and I will miss you dearly. Definitely will miss you at Bayern. We'll see where Thomas Müller goes. Where do you think, what club do you think he should go? I've heard links he might come to Major League Soccer. I think he's too good for Major League Soccer at this point. He might try and go play at a different club in Europe. But we'll see. What if he went to Borussia Dortmund? Dortmund needs some help. Why not have him play at Dortmund? That'd be hilarious. But yeah, that is the game. A note that I should have said earlier, Bayern won the last 4 meetings against PSG. I think the last time PSG beat Bayern was back in 21. I think that's what they said on the broadcast. So big win for PSG. They advance to the semifinals of the FIFA Club World Cup. They will play the winner of Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid, which has yet to get started at the time of me filming this. So we'll see. I think PSG, I definitely favor them over Dortmund if they somehow advance. PSG, Real Madrid, though, I don't know. I think that's kind of a toss-up, kind of like this one. So either way, though, it'll be a cracker. It'll be a cracker of a semifinal. So I'm excited for it, and very sad that Bayern couldn't get the win today. But you know, at the end of the day, it's the FIFA Club World Cup, right? It's not the Bundesliga or the DFB Pokal. So what are you gonna do? I guess I'm more disappointed about Jamal Musiala. That is a massive injury. I'm praying it's not going to be a long-term thing, although if your ankle's twisted the wrong way, then I think you're probably going to be out for a significant amount of time. So hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. And then hopefully Stanisic is okay as well. He went down twice. And then obviously Alphonso Davies is hurt too. Hopefully he can come back soon. But yeah, this first half of the season for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga is definitely going to be interesting with all the injuries. Yeah, we'll see how the season goes. I will, of course, keep you covered throughout the entire season with Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. I'm going to need to invest, like I said, in a bigger board because if this game went into extra time, we would have had to go on the back. So I'm going to see if maybe I can get like a big whiteboard, and so I can just stand here with like a big whiteboard with all my notes and just talk. I think that'd be fun. Let me know if you like this format. I'm just trying something new. It was fun to like write all my notes this way. I think honestly, it's a fun way to keep track of a game. So if you're at home, get a whiteboard, write out what happened. I think it's fun. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game in the comment section down below. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you a PSG fan? Are you a Bayern fan? Or are you a neutral and just love the game? Because for a neutral, that was probably best game of this tournament. I haven't watched every game, but I've watched most of them. Easily by far a best game of the tournament, but I'm biased because Bayern ran it. So let me know as a neutral out there how you thought of this game. Do you think PSG is going to go all the way as well? I'd love to know your thoughts. I think they will. It is too good. They're too good. So, all right. With that said, very somber goodbye. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. If you are just passing by on this channel, make sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Smash the like button as well. Click the bell icon so you're notified whenever I do post a video on this channel. If you want to check me out on my socials, @Hakim is the Twitter, and @_Hakim is the Instagram, and Tickety Talk. I always like to end every video by saying it is such a crazy world out there, so I'm sending all my love, like it says back there, from me to you and to everybody around the world who could use some love right now. Hope we're doing well, hope you're doing okay, hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon, and I'll see you next time on the channel. Thank you. Na 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 na.